Alright, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go over the best settings for the Xbox Series X. These are the best settings that I have found for a particular game that I wanted to show off. I'm going to be doing Overwatch 2, Plague Tales, and then possibly a mystery game. So stick tuned if you want to see me tune and tweak based off of those games. Very similar in settings, so it should be a easy one-stop shop for you guys in case you want to kind of see exactly what kind of settings I will be using on the day-to-day. All right, so to get this started off, let's go into our settings. Right now I'm playing a little Overwatch. As you all know, I like mines to be very punchy color-wise, so I remember I dropped it down a little bit when it was too punchy in Horizon on the PS5, but I still like it to be at an 80 when it comes to color. Now that's a lot, that's pretty high for a lot of people. I enjoy it. I think it brings out the best of the TV and it just intensifies the contrast, but that's just me. Then there is actually contrast. I keep that at a 55. If I was to lower it, possibly it'd be a better image. Maybe 50, but again, 50 to 55 is ideal for me. Can be different for you. 47, that is the best brightness. Do not go above that. Don't go below that. I think 47, 40, 45 to 40, 50 range is the best for brightness. Tone mapping, that is the kind of the backsplash. So that's like the overall luminance of the OLED. I keep that at a smooth 65 to 70. Anything between that is fine. That's the only range that I really go to. But really, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just really brightening the overall screen. And sometimes that can blow out things when you're playing particular games. So again, I usually keep that between 55 and 60. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Yes. And tint I keep at 0. Obviously sharpness is at 0. Color temperature I always go to cool. I just like cool. Like everything else makes it look a little brownish. I really like cool. Kind of maps it to the correct colors that I enjoy anyway. And this is how you kind of go through and actually create a custom picture mode. You can like go in and like copy, like I can delete this picture mode. So if you were trying to figure out how do you make additional picture mode, you go down to the bottom and you can click that edit button there. Now this one here is like, and I'm gonna show you the regular game mode, sports, vivid. This is bright. This is calibrated. This is calibrated dark. This is game mode. And then here is like. So again, all the rest of them, I don't know. It just darkens it. I'm not that interested in a dark screen. It's already an OLED. So even if you punch up the colors, it's not going to get to the point where it looks oversaturated because it's OLED. And I really like the Vizio's color scheme. So if you have a Vizio OLED, I recommend these settings when it comes to Overwatch 2. Most of the other stuff is pretty standard. So if I was to go into the advanced picture and give you more information there, like peak luminance, all that stuff is kind of off because I'm using HDR. And then reducing the noise, motion control, I really don't use any of this stuff. Peak luminance is something that kind of overall picture of the OLED TV, so I do keep it on high to make the picture punch more. As well as gamma is still the same way. I don't do any color calibration, but you know, to each his own, have at it. So again, this is kind of what the end result looks like. And I really enjoy it. And this also has 120 FPS mode, which I really enjoy too. So very smooth, very fluid. But let's move on to the next game. I actually haven't calibrated for this game yet, so this is going to be all in real time. If you can see me, say hello. This game has a really... Let's go into photo mode real quick. Let's hide the queue. Has a very interesting color tone. If you haven't tell already, it's kind of bogged down in my opinion. So let's try to punch it up a little. Now, again, because all of this stuff is subjective, I mean, to each his own, but this is what I like, so I'm going to be showing you what I enjoy. See that saturation, even putting that to 80, to 100. But again, this game isn't meant to be colorful. I think it's supposed to have like this certain overtone to it. Tone mapping just makes it brighter. Not really interested in doing that. Don't want to make it less. So again, sticking to what I was saying, these are like the common. This is your standard stop. I want to give you guys a pretty much an understanding of what those tweaks will do. Maybe dropping the brightness a little bit on this game will help in kind of bringing those colors out a little bit more. But keeping it cool. See, warm might be a better fit for this game. But at the same time, I still enjoy the cool aspect of it. So let's see what we can do in regards to the game itself. See if we can punch those colors either lower or get them to where, because that again just not sitting the right with me at this point. HDR. Let's keep it in the middle. We'll see what happens. I really hate the motion blur. Let's turn that off. Alright, much cleaner picture. Another really cool thing about this game in particular, Plague Tales, is that you can run it at 120 FPS using HDMI 2.1. This TV, the Vizio OLED, supports it, so it provides a higher refresh rate of 40 frames per second versus the 30 FPS, so it gives you a more smooth picture. So that's just a small tidbit. You just have to enable it on the Xbox console as well as on your TV, which it should already be enabled, but really just turning F100 and F20 120 FPS mode on will already do it. So
we'll have to climb this. You pull me up this time. What? Just kidding. I'll help you. We have to get Andy anyway. How dare you? One day I'll be able to. Whoa! That castle is huge! What do you say? Do we attack it? Alright. It's a bit dark. Come on, my king. They don't expect us to sneak in. Yes. I'm with you. Don't worry. Oh, I think the sorcerer's men are close. Really? Are you hurt? No, but I want to go back now. I agree. That's enough for today. Yes.
but last but not least, we have Assassin's Creed Origins, and this is just a great game overall. Very beautiful to look at, play, and it's been updated on the Xbox. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the settings. So again, this is still my like settings. I keep the tone mapping at 60. Brightness is at 40. Contrast is still at 50. Color is at 80. I could boost it up a little, but I don't think it needs it. Honestly, there's no big change. 80 is still good. Tint sharpness, I keep it on cool because I like the color of cool. And again, advanced picture, all that stuff, it just stays the same. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins was definitely one of their best Assassin's Creed games. Then they just got a little too greedy with this formula, but overall, yeah, this game was legit. It was a legit game. It was a games game. For real. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with a lot of settings, best tidbits, any topics or things that I find enjoyable. I want to keep pretty regular on those types of things. So if you like that type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.